this team to playoff contention. And while they have each individually had some fine efforts, the team has failed to gel around them a bit, and that's why you're seeing them simply playing for pride tonight. Russ Morong with the kickoff. And Exeter with the ball on the run back. All the way up to about the 30-yard line. Looked like Adam Feldman.
Let's go down to Jay Childs. Jay, what's up?
Well, Scott, you were mentioning the outstanding seniors for both teams, and especially Broken Brow and Morong. During the national anthem, Morong was down on one knee, away from the team in what can only be described as deep thought. And I don't think we've seen a player with the intensity of a Russ Morong too often in high school football around here.
He certainly comes to play every night. 1st and 10 for the Exeter Blue Hawks. And they'll keep it on the ground as Sam surmised they would. We'll see a lot of that tonight.
Colin Levesque on the carry. He's been a good one for the Blue Hawks this year. He's a 6 foot, 170-pound junior. The Blue Hawks run out of that pro-I formation. Josh Belisle, number 24, will get the ball a few times tonight, as well as junior Adam Feldman. He's wearing number 20 in the Exeter backfield.
Rob Daniels, the quarterback. He's a junior. And they've got a 2nd and 6 from, we'll call it the 34-yard line. On the ground again, Colin Levesque, and he's battling his way up toward that 1st down marker.
Russ Morong, 35, Hans Carbonneau, 23, in there on the stop for the Warriors, and hard running by the Blue Hawks to start the ball game here on the initial series. We're just underway, no score. It's Exeter Winnacunnet, Division II high school football on the final weekend of the regular season. And for the Blue Hawks and the Warriors, a win tonight makes the winter very, very short.
3rd and short. Call it a yard, yard and a half for the Exeter Blue Hawks. And right up the gut, and for the 1st down is Belisle.
Boy, that was a nice play by Exeter. The big fullback, Belisle, just taking the quick handoff from Rob Daniels, and he got a nice hole inside. Watch this open up. Nice blocks by 51, Jeff Taylor, and also Chris Nichols for the Blue Hawks. And it's 1st and 10 as their first series is going well. Again, the Winnacunnet defense needs to step up tonight. They've been giving up over 30 points a game in their last 5 contests.
1st down from just inside the 45. Mark Balfe is split out wide. And the pitch to Colin Levesque. And he's got about 4 yards.
Morong is there again. Also helping out on the stop for the Warriors was number 60, Brian Fox. He's been a very steady defensive player for the Warriors this season.
Just a beautiful night for football here. About 74 degrees, I heard, was our high temperature today, which for November 4th is just fine with me.
And with the fans over on across the way up on the hill, it's like a day in September.
What a strange fall. We had to. Well, here's Josh Belisle breaking through the line. Belisle may go all the way. He turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Josh Belisle.
52 yards for Josh Belisle off tackle, and just like that, the visiting Blue Hawks in this big Exeter Winnacunnet rivalry gain the momentum on, again, a 52-yard run off tackle. Let's see it. Daniels, the quarterback, will turn. Fullback Belisle breaks to the outside. He's off to the races. The only player with a shot is John Zito, and he can't get there. 6-0 Blue Hawks.
Boy, Belisle really turned on the Jets when he hit the 30-yard line. He knew right then and there that it was a foot race, and he just scampered into the end zone. As Sam said, a 52-yard touchdown run. Here's the extra point attempt. Up and through.
Chris Reel on the kick.
7-0 lead for the Exeter Blue Hawks with 9:03 to play in this 1st quarter.
For the Winnacunnet defense, they come off the field a little bit stunned as Exeter does it all on the ground. That capped off a 70-yard drive, started at the 30. And the Blue Hawks lead here on that run by Belisle.
Sam, when you look at what's gone wrong with, well, let's take a look at this, because this was everything done right by Josh Belisle. You see right there, he kind of shifts it 1 gear up And then he just sails into the end zone.
And let's give her a little bit of recognition to number 58, Ben Castonguay, 6'1", 225-pound senior, as he crunched a block on the inside to spring Belial.
Yeah, he sealed off his man inside. Belial saw that, ran around to the outside, and then he was off to the races. There's Russ Morong.
Now, the strategy all season long on Jerome Brokenbrow.
Keep it away from him.
Do you kick it to him or what?
Well,
he's right in the middle of the three Winnacunnet players awaiting the kick coming up here.
He's back there with Zito and Morong. And Sam Gilbert kicking away for the Blue Hawks. It's a short kick. It will not reach Brokenbrow. Fielded by one of the up men at the 25-yard line and all the way up to the 42-yard line. Just a fine run-back effort.
That's Mike McDonald, number 36 for the Winnacunnet Warriors. McDonald bringing the Winnacunnet fans to their feet. He's a senior. And now let's take a look at this Warrior offense. And at quarterback is the sophomore, number 11, Matt Downer.
I think Coach Dick Gagne wants to see what Matt Downer can do. He's just a sophomore, and he will likely be vying for the starting spot next year. And with no playoff position on the line, might as well get him in here and see what he can do. Hand off to Russ Morong. And Morong was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but then he rumbled ahead for about 5 yards.
You're going to see a lot of that tonight. Chris Swain in on the stop for Exeter, but Morong is just going to bang, 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 and the Winnacunnet offense is then to go to Brokenbrow to the outside. Unfortunately for Dick Gagne's Warriors, they've been giving up a lot of points in the last 5 games, but the Warriors can score quickly, and they can score often.
6-yard gain for Morong. Here's Brokenbrow on 2nd down and 4, and he gets stacked up in the middle. Ben Castonguay playing some good defense.
Also helping out on the stop for the Blue Hawks was Dennis Sharp, one of the co-captains for Exeter. I should say tri-captains for the Blue Hawks.
I started to mention one of the problems that Winnacunnet has had this year is on defense. They've given up 197 points thus far this year in 7 games.
Very important for the Exeter defense to stay at home against this Warrior offense. All the players have to be very alert of the many things that the Warriors can and will do.
3rd and 1 here. Bad pitch to Morong, and who's got the football? Morong tried to cover up, but Exeter says they got it. Let's see what the officials have to say about it.
That play was doomed for the start. His quarterback Downer never had a good handle on it, and then when he pitched it, it was low and into the ground, and as they unpile, let's see what the call is going to be. You'll watch it along with us.
Exeter ball.
Being raised up there is number 55, so we're going to say congratulations to Jeremy Winslow for getting that ball for the Blue Hawks.
Take a look.
Watch the snap here. Downer never has it. And then the pitch to the outside, and there's a scramble.
So now Exeter with the 7-0 lead has super field position, 1st down and 10 from the 42-yard line in Winnacunnet territory. Looking to the air and looking downfield. That ball's up for grabs. Who's got it? We got a penalty flag, and we've also got a great catch.
Swain, number 44 for the Blue Hawks, came up with the ball.
Daniels just looked downfield and heaved it into double coverage, and Swain somehow came away with the football. There's Wilson, the umpire, calling offensive pass interference.
Well, it looked like there were 2 Warriors there. We'll see 2 Warriors get in position to make the interception, and maybe Swain pushes off.
Boy, that's a tough call.
My goodness. Brokenbrow was there. And boy, Exeter headed at the Winnacunnet 42, and now they're knocked back all the way to the 43. That's also a loss of down.
Usually, when you see offensive pass interference, it's pretty darn flagrant. And that didn't look like too much of a flagrant foul to me. It looked like Swain was trying to get to the ball, and he got there.
Especially when you're outnumbered.
Yeah. Nonetheless, it's 2nd and 25 for the Exeter Blue Hawks, and now they're on their side of the field at their 43. Here's Belial. Just a couple.
You want to stick with that as Belial's coming off a long touchdown run moments ago. Good look there at Mark Balfe, number 88, heading back into the Exeter huddle, calling the signals tonight. Rob Daniels. And now checking back, you'll see Daniels heading into the huddle as the Warrior defense has to feel good about that penalty as they're back in business. We've got 6:20 to go, opening quarter. Let's go down to Jay.
Hey, Jay.
How you doing? As it turned out, that catch happened right in front of me. I was on the Exeter side, and right after the flag was thrown, it was interesting because Coach Ball ran over to official Bilodeau and said, he's got a right to that ball, he's got a right to that ball. And the official said that Swain pushed him. To me, it looked like he had every right to go for that ball.
Look that way from up here too, Jay. Daniels to the air again, intercepted. Ball is picked off. Was that Morong?
It certainly is.
Russ Morong.
Daniels made a nice ball fake into the backfield, but then had no one to throw to. You'll watch Daniels fake once, hide the ball, then pressured, and he really didn't throw that ball well as it goes right into the numbers of Russ Morong. Winnacunnet in business, 1st and 10 at the Exeter 43.
So turnovers playing a part here. Winnacunnet fumbled the ball on their half of the field, and now they make the key interception. Downer with a good pitch, this time to Jerome Brokenbrow. He's got room. Here goes Jerome. Bumped out of bounds inside the 10.
Colin Levesque on the touchdown saving tackle. But the Winnacunnet fans are used to this play when Jerome Brokenbrow gets the ball on the outside. He got a great block on the corner when we see this again. A Winnacunnet player threw a great block and just opened up the play. Watch this pitch by Downer.
That's Morong.
Oh, and he's just wide open, and look at him go.
You cannot let him get to the outside. 1st and goal for the Winnacunnet Warriors. They're at the 9. Here's Brokenbrow, slashing inside down to the 5.
Showing some power inside that time. Good look there at number 33. Certainly an all-state candidate, Jerome Brokenbrow for the Winnacunnet Warriors. And the Warriors are in business. Exeter leads 7-0, but the Warriors now seeing if they can get the equalizer here in the 1st quarter.
2nd and goal from the 6. Brokenbrow and Morong in the backfield. Jerome, he's close. He's down to the 2.
Leading the blocking was 35 Morong from his fullback spot. Certainly an advantage for Winnacunnet. They have Morong, a big player like that, leading the way. Watch 35. Crunch a hole, Jerome right behind it.
3rd and goal from the 2.
I'm guessing he's going to get it again.
And why not? Ryan Wyke is split out. Brokenbrow up the gut. They stopped him.
Nice defensive surge by 46 for the Blue Hawks, Casey Kruger. Also there is 58. That's Castonguay one more time as he hands the ball to the official. And also helping out was 84 Mark Sweeney.
Look at Big Ben Castonguay. They got him at 6'1", 225. He looks bigger. This roster was printed at the beginning of the season. Big 4th down play here, and the call from Dick Gagne is to go for it. And why not? If you give it up, the other team's got 99 yards to go. Morong and Brokenbrow in the backfield. Downer the quarterback. 4th down and goal. Downer on the keeper. He's not going to get it. Nobody fooled.
And the difference on that one was Ben Castonguay. He made an unbelievable surge on the snap of that ball. He just backed up the line, and Downer, before you knew it, had white shirts all over him. Watch that surge right there. Let that hit. Right there, right in the middle of your screen, and he can't go anywhere off it. And another big momentum swing for the Blue Hawks as they stop the Warriors with 3:23 to go in the 1st.
Credit Mark Sweeney as well for cleaning up. Castonguay with the initial pushback, and Sweeney got his hands around Downer and dragged him backwards. Now Exeter has the ball. They've got a long way to go. They're at the 3. 1st down. No surprise there as they try Belisle at the middle.
Nothing fancy. They just want to keep the ball in the middle of the field, and that play was a play that went a long way for a touchdown here in the first quarter. Both these clubs, knowing that they're not going to play next week, that this is the final shot. Exeter Brain Trust over there, Bill Ball, Kyle Robertson. And now the Exeter D offense, Jeff Taylor, 51, he's the center, gets the word from Mike Daniels on this next play coming up. We've got a Exeter player with an equipment problem right now, taking that situation. When we get a break, we'll talk a little bit about Division II playoff possibilities.
How about Division I? Central and West tonight going at it for a playoff spot in the Queen City. Bet you they're rocking and rolling at Gill tonight.
Well, in Division II, you've got Salem Londonderry.
Second down and 9. Winnacunnet playing good run defense.
36 for the Warriors. John Skolarski made a nice charge from his linebacker's spot to stop that play. And it's third down and long. I still wonder if Exeter has that quick kick in their playbook. They have done that in the past.
This might be an opportune time to do it.
It's back from the Dick Eustace years.
Not too far ago. Third down and 9 from the 4. Josh Belisle trying to get around the end. He's wrapped up by Zito and others and turned back.
Good defensive series there for Winnacunnet. 35 is Morong, also 61 is Jim Russell there for the Warriors. And Winnacunnet's going to come out of this with good field position.
Watch Zito, number 12. Got him. Morong helping out.
Nice play, nice defensive end play by John Zito right there.
So Levesque punting from his end zone. Pretty decent kick away. Morong lets it bounce, it skirts out of bounds inside the 40. Winnacunnet will have very good field position. First and 10 from the 37.
Both these clubs are coming off losses. The Winnacunnet Warriors lost to Londonderry 48-15.
Ouch.
And the Blue Hawks lost to Central 32-14.
How about a team of streak? Central started 0-2. They've won 6. If they can beat West tonight, they're in the playoffs. If they don't, they're not in the playoffs. And Merrimack has their fate in their hands too at Spalding. A lot of great action this weekend. Flag on the play as Morong gets the handoff on first down.
Unpiling, 31 for the Blue Hawks is Jeff Mason. Also helping out there was 46 Casey Kruger. And we've got a motion call here against the Warriors. So they'll march back 5 as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Exeter leads 7-0.
Interesting as you look at the division breakdowns. Pinkerton leading in Division I at 6-1. Londonderry undefeated in Division II at 7-0. However, Londonderry has lost to Pinkerton. So really, if you look at total standings, each team is 7-1. And I really believe Pinkerton is still the team to beat. Merrimack had a super effort to knock off the Astros, but I'm still putting my money on Pinkerton in Division I. Here's Morong on first 15. Not much there.
Not fooling the Exeter defense, Scott. Leading the charge, 35, Steve Bolduck for the Exeter Blue Hawks. And they certainly are keying on, as they well should, 33 and 35 for Winnacunnet. The question is, will Matt Downer go with something away from those two? Because Exeter is definitely keying the run right now. Maybe a time for Downer to put this ball up on second and long.
Well, he's got 2 receivers on second and 14, and Downer rolling, looking, throwing, complete. Ball is caught and run down to the 12-yard line. Dan Killar.
Let's go down to Jay Childs. Jay?
Guys, number 63, Brian Fletcher for Winnacunnet is not in at guard for this series. It was actually the last series on that goal line stand. That fourth down play did something to his elbow. It bothered him during the next defensive series, and now he's off, and they're looking at his elbow. No update as to how long it's going to be before he gets back in.
Watch your tight end, Dan Killar, and look what he does after he catches the ball. Oh, my.
And Swain saves a touchdown for the Blue Hawks. That's the end of the first quarter, Scott, and it's been a good one.
Went in a hurry, did it not? 7-0 to score. Winnacunnet on a 52-yard touchdown scamper from Josh Belial.
Jay Fontaine. Say hi, Jay. No, that's Fontaine. Speaking of Jay, let's say hi to Jay. Jay, what's up? Well, Jay is seeking out on-field commentary as we speak. That rascal. While we get a moment, let's talk a little bit about Dover High, because Dover High has a shot at the playoffs.
Absolutely.
And they are one of our Seacoast Game of the Week schools. Dover's playing a big game at Dover High School against Timberlane. Green Wave win, they're in. They've got to win.
Pretty simple.
They've
You
got to
win,
win.
you're in. You lose, you're probably not.
Right, and if Keene loses to Portsmouth, Dover could finish third.
Yeah,
But
if they win.
If the Blackbirds beat Portsmouth, Keene will be fourth and will go to Londonderry in
But
the
if,
first round of the playoffs.
if Dover loses, Sam, they can't, even if Keene loses, Dover is out. So it's pretty simple what Dover needs to do tonight. Jerome Brokenbrow, still on his feet, turns the corner, touchdown.
That's an all-state run.
12-yard touchdown run from Jerome Brokenbrow.
First play of the second quarter, Jerome Brokenbrow goes the final 12 yards for the TD. And with the extra point coming up, we got a shot here to tie this ball game up. Nice drive by the Warriors. Winnacunnet taking that defensive stand after being denied that touchdown from the 3-yard line, coming right back and stopping Exeter. And it looks like the Warriors, Scott, will go for 2.
Good for them. There it is, 2-point conversion time for Winnacunnet. Downer rolling, passing back, and a 2-point conversion. I almost got more excited than I should as Hans Carbonneau. We got a flag on the play, but Carbonneau made a great cutback to get that in for the conversion.
They set up the screen pass to Hans Carbonneau, and Carbonneau, after shaking off one tackle, went the final distance. Let's see if they get the call here for the penalty. It's against Exeter, and the 2-point conversion is good. Downer to Carbonneau for 2, and the Warriors are up 8-7. I guess in Exeter Winnacunnet, you always go for 2.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the touchdown run. This is a work of art.
1, 2, 3 cuts. One more time, Jerome. Touchdown.
Perseverance pays, does it not?
Yes, yes, he stuck with that. And a happy Warrior right there, as we are at 8-7 right now, just beginning the second quarter. Somehow you get the feeling that we're going to run up and down the field tonight, Scott.
Yeah, and I like Coach Gagney's decision to go for 2 there. Reminds me of Coach Rod Watton, legend of a coach over at Marshwood High. He used to always go for 2 points.
Why not?
And his theory was, if we make it 50% of the time, it's just as good as kicking an extra point.
Another mathematical situation.
Big kick for Russ Barong, all the way back into the end zone. And Carl Levesque does the wise thing, touches the knee down.
Boy, that was almost with your car in Exeter.
I'll tell you. I think I figured it out, Sam. I think there's a some type of political rally or debate going on in the gym tonight. I'm telling you.
It's crowded.
The cars are all the way out to the Walk Express out on Route 1.
Well, the way the crowds are in high school football these days, you don't expect that, although we do have a major league crowd here tonight.
Oh, we do.
With the lights on here at Winnacunnet, and both clubs having big pep rallies at school this week, getting ready for the final game of the season. Festive atmosphere with 8-7 Warriors on top.
1st and 10 from the 20, and Winnacunnet now stepping up to the task on defense. Levesque had nowhere to go.
5'9", 195-pound junior Jim Russell leading the charge. He was the first man into the backfield and made a good surge that time to cut off the Exeter runner.
You know, if you remember back to the Winnacunnet-Dover game, in which Dover played very well, did everything right. We remember Hans Carbonneau going down with a leg injury in that game, and he gamely tried to come out and continue, but he had to sit it out. Looks like he's okay tonight.
Strategy for the Blue Hawks is to keep the Warrior offense off the field. Hawks need some first downs, but the Warrior defense against the run right now is really tightening up.
Belial on 2nd and 10 got nothing. Hey, Jay.
Hey guys, how you doing? I tell you, that last touchdown by Broken Brow really brought Coach Dick Gagne back into the ball game. He was really disappointed by that opening drive, and he sort of wears those emotions on his sleeve. And as soon as they got that touchdown, he was lauding on the defense to get back into this ball game. So you can tell that he's into it. You were bringing up the atmosphere here at the game when Exeter was introduced. Those nice, healthy boos you get with a good rivalry, and the rivalry on the field, the looks in the players' eyes is really beginning to pick up. Back up to you guys.
3rd and 7. Here's Feldman. Flag on the play as Feldman took a tough hit up near the first down marker.
This will go against the Blue Hawks.
Offensive holding the call. Dr. Phil Wilson with the signal.
And I don't know if they got the first down. Depends on where that spot was, Scott. It looks like he's right on the line. The stick is right on the line. I think they might have to bring it over and measure. No, they're going to take the penalty. It would have brought up a 4th and very short.
Right.
Nice play call here and a good run. But the hold in there on the corner. So let's put the ball all the way back to the 11-yard line right now, where the Blue Hawks will have to come up with a 3rd and very long. And all of a sudden, most of this game is being played in the Winnacunnet end.
Well, Winnacunnet has really risen to the occasion defensively. And they're starting to assert themselves, especially on the run defense. We haven't seen Daniels go to the air much. He went to the air and was picked off by Russ Morong. Let's see what he does here with 3rd and almost 20. And a little, looked like a counter. Didn't get everything they needed.
Let's hope we can see this one again, because you'll see a major league hit at the end of this play by 33, Jerome Brokenbrow.
I believe it was Jeff Mason on the carry.
Oh, he will just level the Exeter running back. Watch the end of this play. Big hit right there, 33 on the hit. Here's the punt.
Lyle gets a wobbler away. Ooh, takes a good bounce for Exeter, but right into the hands of Russ Morong. And Morong runs it back to the 46-yard line again. Winnacunnet with real good field position to start their drive.
Morong had all the intentions of that ball going out of bounds, and all of a sudden, look what I found.
Bounced right into his breadbasket.
A little return yardage for Russ Morong. We're at 8-7, 9:26 to go in the first half. It was the Warriors scoring on a 12-yard run by Jerome Brokenbrow, and the Exeter Blue Hawks scoring on a 52-yard run by Josh Belisle, and that's where we stand. And the Warriors are trying to make it 3 good drives in a row now.
Morong on first down. Here he goes. Oh, tripped up at the last instant. Russ Morong punches the turf because he knew that he was one grasp away from a touchdown.
22, Colin Levesque. You'll see Morong, once he gets into the secondary, he breaks free and he looks like he's gone. And I think we were both surprised. We were all set to call it. We were going to say something like he's off to the races or something like that.
I was going to break out some tired, overused sports cliche like that. First down nonetheless for Russ Morong. Here's the pitch to Brokenbrow. Watch him go. Jerome Brokenbrow round the end. Look at that speed. Oh my. Oh my.
I've got it 32 yards, Scott.
You cannot let that man get around the end.
And again, you'll see the block on the corner to free Brokenbrow is just immense. Quick pitch. Look at that. Bang, right there. That's Morong on the corner, making that hit on the corner. And goodbye. Runs by Colin Levesque. And it's a 32-yard touchdown run for Brokenbrow.
When Colin Levesque can't catch you, you are moving. And now, Coach Gagne opts to kick the extra point. Good snap. Good kick. Up and through. 15-7. Winnacunnet has taken control of this ball game.
And here in the first half, we've got our first important series of the ball game coming up, because the Exeter Blue Hawks, their offense needs to come on the field right now and put up 3 or 4 first downs. Let's watch the great touchdown run here by Morong. The block there, and all of a sudden, the white shirts are chasing Brokenbrow into the end zone. That young man is playing like this is his final high school ball game.
2 touchdowns thus far. One
Except
from 12 and one from 32.
I was going to say except for probably Dartmouth this summer.
There you see the story. It was 7-0 Exeter, and they looked like they were in control after Josh Belisle ran one in from the line of scrimmage 52 yards out.
Player you want to get it to right now is Colin Levesque. He's the speedster, and he can go the distance.
Barong with another boomer. Oh, Levesque takes the touchback.
I think he wanted to bring it out.
I never saw him put the knee down.
I think he was ready to come out. I think he wanted to run it, and all of a sudden he got the whistle. 8:50 to go in the first half.
I thought it was up to the discretion of the runner as to whether or not they took the touchback.
He was ready to go. Okay, for the Blue Hawks, Daniels at quarterback, and this is a big series because Winnacunnet gets the ball. They are red hot right now. They have just been grinding up the yardage, and the Blue Hawks need to hold on to the ball for a while here.
First down. And breaking through the line of scrimmage is Adam Fellman, and he's got the first down. He would have had more, but he got tripped up.
This is going to be a track meet tonight. I've just got that feeling. I'm seeing 30-40 in my mind already. These players are just running so hard.
Look who made the defensive play, Sam.
Brokenbrow with the leaping one-handed tackle.
I mean, is this guy an impact player on both sides of the ball or what? First down, nonetheless, for the Exeter Blue Hawks. Josh Belisle, he's got some room. Hit once, keeps going.
Great second effort by Josh Belisle. Brought down there by 36 for Winnacunnet. That's John Skolarski. And good look at Belisle. Boy, what a workhorse he's been this year. In that Salem game, the big Salem win this year, he had 3 first-half touchdowns.
A lot of big-time players on both sides of the ball here tonight. Guys who can break it. Belisle, we've already seen him do it. We've seen Brokenbrow. Barong's actually been more effective as a blocker tonight. Here's Colin Levesque on 2nd and short. He should have the first down.
Blue Hawks just needed a little bit to get the first down. They'll move the chains. And we have to give a lot of credit in this first half to the offensive lines for both teams. They have really been just banging out and bursting off the line of scrimmage, although the Warriors have had the better of it here with 7:42 to go. They're up by 8.
Sam, do we have an indication yet what schools are looking at Brokenbrow?
Not yet, Scott, but I've got to think that certainly at the Division II level, they're looking pretty good. And some small Division I schools, I think, would be interesting.
Maybe some 1AA clubs. Pitch play to Levesque. Colin Levesque, good for 7.
Well, this is good play calling by the Exeter Blue Hawks. They had been running the ball between the tackles, and now a couple of plays outside going to loosen up that Winnacunnet defense and give Exeter a little bit more running room. Watch Colin Levesque. He can get there. Nice block, nice hole running behind his tackle there, number 60, Chris Nichols. And it's going to be 2nd down and short. Maybe a gambling type of play right now with the ball in Winnacunnet territory for the first time in a while here in the first half.
I think you keep it on the ground and keep marching it. They started this drive back at their 20. And Belisle, I think he's got it with forward progress. He's pushed way back onto the Exeter side of the field, but they're going to give it to him with the spot.
Gang tackle by Morong and Chris Nichols, but it's going to be good enough for another first down, and this is just what the doctor ordered for the Exeter Blue Hawks, to string together 3 or 4 first downs, get some time off the clock here, keep Winnacunnet's offense off the field, give them a chance to cool off.
This is the way Coach Ball wants to do it. He wants to march down the field 80 yards.
Jeff Taylor out over the ball. White shirted Exeter Blue Hawks at 3 and 4. Both these clubs looking for a 500 record to end the season.
Pitch to Levesque, looking for some blockers. He's got them. Colin Levesque spins off some tackles for the first down.
We are just seeing such desire on both teams tonight. These players know that's the final game of the season, and they are just going all out. Colin Levesque, an excellent run that time. Watch this. Watch the effort by number 22 as he goes right off tackle, breaks tackles, gets hit one more time, and my goodness, that is an excellent run for another first down.
Ball spotted now at the 31-yard line where it's 1st and 10.
Warriors trying to post their first win under the lights. That's a phrase that's new here in Hampton.
Daniels. Nothing fancy, keeping it on the ground. Belisle working for every yard he can get.
In that I set, the quick hitter, the quick opener to the fullback is always a big play, and Belisle runs that very well as another good chunk of yards. There's 6 on that carry.
5:14 to go in this second quarter. Been a great first half thus far. 15-7, Winnacunnet on top, but Exeter looking to strike back. Jeff Taylor leads the Blue Hawks up to the line. Jeff, the 5'9", 190 center. Pitch to Levesque, looking for a blocker. Ooh, he went outside, and maybe he should have gone inside. Loose football. No, they say he was down.
Yeah, that was a decision that Levesque had to make, and he chose the wrong one.
Yeah, it's like flipping a coin. It was 50-50, outside or inside, and it actually credit the Winnacunnet player for fighting off the block, Sam.
That's right. He did do a good job like that, was able to push the block aside and go to the outside, make a nice tackle. Right there, pushed off the block, make the stop. Nice play. That's Zito, number 12 for Winnacunnet.
Zito's looked real good on defense tonight. 3rd and a long 2 for the Blue Hawks. Levesque, Belisle, and Fellman in the backfield. Levesque. I think he's got enough.
Nothing fancy when you're looking at inside players like Ben Castanguay at 225, Chris Nichols at 225, Jeff Taylor at 190. You want to run behind those guys, and it's good enough for another first. So just like you draw it up in practice, off tackle right, off tackle left, sweep right.
They've already gone 60 yards. They need 20 more for the touchdown. Daniels on first down to Belisle. Just a few yards that time.
Good blocking again by the Exeter offensive line. They are doing a good job on this series getting to that initial hole. The Warrior linebackers doing a good job plugging those holes. 15-7 the score as Exeter tries to get the equalizing touchdown as we roll near the 3-minute mark of the first half.
Now you've got to start watching that clock a little bit. You've still got plenty of time, but Coach Ball and the Blue Hawks ideally would like to let it run down to inside a minute if they're going to score.
And the Winnacunnet defense gets closer and closer to the ball, anticipating the run.
2nd and 6, pitch play to Levesque. He stumbled a bit, but he still fought ahead for a few yards. It'll be 3rd and about 4.
Just enough to allow Rusty Merrifield to come in and make the stop. He's been a steady player for Winnacunnet this season also.
Levesque slipped a bit as he handled that pitch. You wonder if he had taken it cleanly, would he be able to get more yards, but Winnacunnet was waiting for him.
Adam Fellman brings in the ball from, I should say the play from Coach Ball with 2:30 to go, and big 3rd down play here, 3rd and 4.
Mark Balfe is split out wide to the left. Belisle, Levesque, and Fellman out back. Levesque gets the call, follows Belisle, still spinning. It's going to be close. This will depend on the spot.
I think he got it. I think he needed to get over the 10-yard line. I think he's inside the 10.
He tried to follow Belisle right through the hole.
Nope, they're going to say he's short. Did not get to the 10-yard line.
4th and about a football.
Well, Exeter has shown on this series that they've been able to get that yardage, that the Exeter offensive line has been able to make that push to get there. This might be the play where Rob Daniels just keeps it himself, but we saw Winnacunnet, they couldn't get the quarterback sneak.
Look at Winnacunnet packing it in on D. 4th and inches. Levesque. Boy, it's going to depend on the spot.
It really is.
We'll see what they give him for forward motion, but Winnacunnet really piled it up in the middle.
Needs to get to the 10, he's got it.
He's got it, yeah.
Right. Looked like there was a good surge on the Warriors to stop that play, but immediately the officials came in, put the ball right down, and there was no discussion about that situation. We've got 90 seconds left to go, and the Blue Hawks have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 9, in fact. And should Exeter score here, it's a great use of the field and the clock. Here we go, right through Josh Belisle. 2nd touchdown of the night.
That was the same play that Belisle went 52 yards for a touchdown. They went right at it again, and what an impressive drive by the Exeter Blue Hawks. Rob Daniels, the quarterback, comes up limping a little bit, but it's a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden, 15-13, and the Blue Hawks will go for 2 here. But right now, quarterback Rob Daniels, as you see on the field, looks to have suffered a leg injury. He'll go off under his own power. But Coach Bill Ball is going to need some help. Watch this, Belisle, quick hitter right up the middle. Castonguay is there on the hit. Taylor is there on the block. Chris Nichols a big block. And Belisle walks in the final 9.
It's getting to be the Jerome Brokenbrow, Josh Belisle show, each with 2 touchdowns. But we've got a 2-point differential, and the Blue Hawks trying to tie it here.
And
in at quarterback is Ryan Quigley. And all kinds of motion.
And when you put in a new signal caller like that, you've got a situation whereby you're going to march back 5 right now. I don't know if Exeter may consider going for the 1 here, and now Bill Ball wants a timeout to probably give Rob Daniels a little bit more time on the sidelines.
Yeah, I think so. He's trying to see if Daniels can shake it off and get back in there. Great field management, though, Sam, on that drive.
Oh, that was an excellent drive, Scott. 80 yards for the touchdown. Started off with about 7 minutes left on the clock. We've only got 1:11 left to go. Bill Ball was not shy in saying the key to tonight's game is keeping Winnacunnet off the field. And they did it that time.
And Daniels is allowed to come back in. I think what Coach Ball wanted to ask the officials was, does he have to sit out a play because he went out injured? But he didn't. Well, let's take a look at Josh Belisle here.
That's a pretty run. Not on the extra point.
No.
So Daniels will come back in, but boy, the Blue Hawks lost a big 5 yards right there. But you never know in a situation like that. It might help you out a little bit to have that extra operating room if you're going to go for 2, which the Blue Hawks are. Down by 2, 15-13.
That Winnacunnet player that you saw on the bench with the ice or the sling on the shoulder is Brian Fletcher.
Time back in now as you see the Warriors on the bench.
So here we go. 2-point conversion. We're backed up to the 8-yard line. Daniels in there. And Daniels looking to throw into the corner. Swain got it. Great throw, great call, great catch.
Swain made an unbelievable move in the end zone to freeze the Warrior secondary and then cut to the outside to the flag, and Daniels just laid it right in there. You're going to see Daniels drop back to pass, make the play action fake, and then loft it to the end zone, and all alone is Swain. The only decision was, 1, was he going to catch it, and 2, did he have enough real estate to come down in bounds?
We're seeing a heck of a football game here thus far. 15-15 with 1:11 to play.
And that's plenty of time for the Warriors to come back.
Well, when you got Jerome Brokenbrow back there returning kickoffs, it could be Winnacunnet lead again soon. Hey, Jay.
Hi, guys. How you doing? Brian Fletcher out for the rest of the game. He's got his arm in a sling. Rob Daniels seems to be fine. The more he runs, the less that limp seems to be showing. And offensively, watching the last touchdown from the other side, the defenses that have had the best luck containing Jerome Brokenbrow have assigned 1 secondary player to attack him in the backfield. We saw that against Dover. Exeter seems to be happy to try to string out the play anytime Brokenbrow gets the ball and not attack it. And by the time he gets to the line of scrimmage, as we've seen, he's usually gone.
Zito at his 30. John Zito trying to get outside. And he's cut down at his 33.
First play to make the hit was Jeremy Winslow. Slowed down Zito, allowed his Exeter teammates to come back and help him make the hit. And with 1:03 to go, the Warrior offense that has been hitting on all cylinders here in the second period, back out on the field. See what kind of defense Exeter puts out here. They may drop a few players back a little bit. May play a little bit of a prevent here in the final minute. And we see one player for Exeter. That's Feldman, I believe, number 20. He's back 15 yards from the ball.
Broken Brow through the line. Got 5.
Warriors are going to start using their timeouts now.
Well, notes pointing out that they've got a field goal kicker who can hit from deep. I think Russ Morong's range is probably 40 yards and maybe even a little more.
Let's give you the playoff picture in Division II one more time here. Londonderry has clinched first place at 7-0, regardless of the outcome of their game against Salem. Salem's at 5-2. Salem and Londonderry will be in the playoffs, and now the final 2 spots will be determined between Timberlane, Keene, and Dover. So here we go. The winner of Dover-Timberlane tomorrow night will be in the tournament. Keene will make the tournament if it beats Portsmouth on Saturday night, but they could miss out with a loss. Timberlane would make the tournament with a loss to Dover if Portsmouth beats Keene, and Dover would be eliminated by a loss to Timberlane regardless of the Keene-Portsmouth outcome. And boy, tell me if that was impressive or what.
Now what happens, Sam? Now let me ask you this.
Okay.
Dover beats Timberlane. They both go to 5-3.
Right.
Keene beats Portsmouth. They're 5-3. You've got 3 teams at 5-3.
Right.
What happens? Dover's in.
Dover's in.
Keene's in.
Keene's in. Timberlane's out.
Wow. Here's Russ Morong trying to get around the end. On second down. Does he get out of bounds? No, they say keep that clock rolling.
That based on the ever-popular head-to-head competition.
The point rating system, as it were.
Winnacunnet may have a trick in their bag if Dick Gagne wants to use it right here with 32 seconds left to go.
Well, now they do stop the clock because Morong got a first down. And they move the chains. Russ certainly has the leg. If they can get down to at least maybe the 25, they might have an outside shot at a long field goal.
Brokenbrow is now split out as a receiver.
He's seen some time there before. Bad snap, Morong falls on it, and I think it's still Winnacunnet ball.
That was a reverse that was eventually going to be in the hands of Jerome Brokenbrow, but the pitch to Morong was fumbled.
Brian Fox was the Winnacunnet player who ultimately fell on the ball.
Let's take a look. You'll see the pitch to Morong. He'll fumble the ball. You see 33, Brokenbrow was coming around to take the handoff. And the clock will stop one more time at 16 seconds as we wind down an exciting and very entertaining first half here tonight in Hampton.
Jerome Brokenbrow, of course, played 3 seasons as wide receiver, started as a freshman. This year they moved him to tailback, but he can certainly catch the ball. We've seen him make tremendous catches and runs after the catch. And, you know, you got to believe that colleges that might be scouting him like him out of the backfield. They've got to like him on defense in the secondary. And I think maybe if he was a little taller, they'd like him even more at wide receiver.
Yeah, that 5'8", 180 stature could be a little bit of a problem. Exeter now with 16 seconds on the clock sends 3 players back in a prevent defense. Let's see what the Warriors will do here and see if they try something tricky here as we wind down the clock.
Downer again with 3 receivers. Here's John Zito, and he's headed to the sideline. Great defensive play to keep him in bounds and take him down for a loss.
That was 46 for the Blue Hawks, Casey Kruger. And the clock will stop with 2 seconds. Winnacunnet using their final timeout as Dick Gagne will walk into the Warrior huddle and talk to some of his players, especially his seniors, as to what they want to try here. Let's go down to Jay Childs. Jay?
Well, that last fumble skirmish, really the first signs of tempers flaring that we've seen. And referee Phil Wilson will have none of it. He called out the number of an Exeter player he thought was getting a little extracurricular activity and said, any more of that and you, son, are gone. So getting a little testy out there, getting a little more physical than it was maybe earlier on in the game. Back to you guys.
Rob Daniels testing that leg over on the sidelines. It looks like Rob is going to get the intermission to get a little bit more of a break.
Here we go, 3rd and 17, 2 seconds to play. So barring a penalty, this is the final play of the first half.
And somehow I think the ball is going to end up in the hands of Jerome Brokenbrow here.
Now Winnacunnet splits Morong out into the slot. They've got 4 receivers. Exeter back in their prevent. Now the pitch and the reverse. Here's Morong. He's going to throw. Ball is complete. Well, give him an A for creativity.
And that's going to do it. End the half. Catching the ball there was Strukel.
Strukel on the reception from Morong off the reverse pitch from Brokenbrow. Great first half. 15-15 the score. 2 touchdowns apiece for Jerome Brokenbrow and Josh Belisle.
Belisle opens things up with a 52-yard run. The kick was good to make it 7-0. Then Jerome Brokenbrow led a fired-up Warrior offense in the second quarter. He scored from 12 yards out and 32 yards out. Belisle goes in from 9 yards out, and we stand even up 15-all at the half.
We're tied up. We'll be back with second half action right after this.
Tired of watching shows with no character? Well, Comedy Central has got more character than you can shake a stick at. Spend some quality time with the cast of Saturday Night Live, the show that builds character every weeknight at 10. Only at Comedy Central. What the hell is going on here?
Hello, I'm Dr. Phil Wilson, chairperson of the Tsunami Club in Dover. Last year, the Tsunami Club took on a major project to replace the condemned wooden visitors' bleachers at Dunaway Field. We wanted to eliminate this eyesore, to improve the image of Dover, and to provide proper facilities for our guests. We wanted to show our young people that we appreciate their efforts, whether they're athletes or cheerleaders or members of the band or color guard, or whether they're just coming out to support their fellow students as spectators. The new aluminum bleachers were installed last August and have already been used by several thousand visitors. Our major fundraising mechanism has been to sell sponsorship of rows and seats. The sponsors of each row are identified by plaques which are permanently attached to the end of the row. The response has been wonderful. If you would like more information or to support our efforts, please contact me via the information on your screen. Thanks for your support and enjoy the season.
Scott Trenchmontaine and Sam Bruto along with Jay Childs here at Winnacunnet High School. We've got a humdinger on tap. 15-15 after one half. And Sam, I got to believe this one's going to go down to the wire. Both of these teams showing good things really on both sides of the ball.
Probably have to figure that the last team who has the ball and this one is going to win it, because these two teams are playing on a lot of emotion tonight. They're not going to be playing after this game tonight. There are no playoff hopes depending on this game, but for the Exeter Bluehawks and Winnacunnet Warriors, they know that a win tonight would cap off their seasons. And right now, getting ready to kick off the Bluehawks, the Warriors will have the ball as we start. And 2 touchdowns in the first half for Jerome Brokenbrow and 2 touchdowns for Josh Belisle. Extra points, hard hitting, fast running. We've got a good game going on here tonight. Under the lights in Hampton, a big crowd on hand.
Winnacunnet won the coin toss and they opted to kick away in the first half. That looks like a great decision now as they get the ball to start the second half. Sam Gilbert kicking away from the 40-yard line. He's been kicking short and he keeps this one on the ground. Brokenbrow might get his hands on it. Jerome's got it at the 30. Brokenbrow through the middle. Here he goes. Jerome Brokenbrow makes his move. He's gone. Feldman is the last man. He's not going to catch him.
73 yards. He ran 87 last week, 73 now. And as you said, Scott, he got his hands on it, broke through the middle of the field, and he had to get by Gilbert, the kicker. Did a great move on the outside. Here's one for your high school highlight film right now. Just watch.
It was like a stallion.
Just like that. As good a touchdown run as you'll ever see.
And Winnacunnet wants to go for 2. They'll take a timeout to think about it. Hey, Jay.
tell you guys, he got that run back off pretty much right in front of me, and the squib kick by Exeter, I think in this case backfired because it allowed, even though it allowed all the Exeter players to get upfield and charge the ball, that's all Jerome Brokenbrow needs, is to have one hole, and because everyone was upfield for Exeter, there was nobody back except one guy for Exeter to try to bring down Jerome Brokenbrow, and we've seen tonight that just simply doesn't work.
Well, it was Sam Gilbert, the kicker, who was the last line of defense, and Brokenbrow, no, with all due respect to Gilbert, Brokenbrow made him look kind of silly.
Gilbert had to make the decision just to go at him right away, and instead he tried to play him, and that was the mistake right there, because a move by Jerome to the outside was great. Now the extra point attempt coming up here by Morong.
Snap is down, kick is up and through.
Zito did a good job in getting that ball down on the high snap.
And Morong kind of finessed it through the uprights for the 22-15 lead, and this game is certainly living up to its billing.
Exactly. We know that in this half, the teams are going to be running up and down the field. Remember the last time the Blue Hawks had the ball, they had a great ball control drive of 80 yards to tie it. I think that touchdown run by Jerome Brokenbrow deserves another look. You'll see him just break through the line right there, and then Sam Gilbert says, no way, and he just runs by him.
Not that it would have affected the outcome, Sam, but I thought I detected a block from behind on that third replay. I don't know if we can see that again. It looked like one of the white players in white was taken down from behind. Let's watch.
We'll get the kickoff first here.
Here it is.
Here he goes.
Watch, I think it's 84 in white. No. Well, here's the kick away, and Morong again deep into the end zone. I'll tell you one thing. Colleges are looking at Brokenbrow, but I bet you there's a few looking at Russ Morong's leg, too.
Right, to kick off. He's put all of them in the end zone tonight. We have very little, if any, wind here tonight. Usually Winnacunnet is a wind bowl on Saturday afternoons.
Yep.
There's always a breeze here. That might be a factor now that they're playing night football here in Hampton.
Winds certainly tend to die down at night off the water.
Now we're doing meteorological reports, plus with our math update.
That's why they went to the lights. I knew there was a reason. 1st and 10 from the 20. And Exeter, true to its form, keeping it on the ground. Colin Levesque that time.
Important right now that the Blue Hawks stay within their game, because you come out, open up the second half, and your star goes 73 yards on the kickoff. Your defense comes out fired up, but now Exeter needs to stick with their game plan, down by a touchdown.
Second down and 5 for the Exeter Blue Hawks. Belisle and Levesque now back. And Daniels gives to Josh Belisle, who gallops through the line. First down as he's bumped out of bounds up near the 40.
One of the captains, Josh Belisle, is having a captain-like, senior-like game tonight as he continues to crank the yardage up. One thing that we notice on both of these defenses tonight, they're not blitzing at all. They're playing pretty standard situations. You'll see Belisle off tackle, bounce off the corner, and he just breaks tackles to pick up enough for the first down.
First and 10 from the 38. I'll call it 37-yard line. Here's Fellman around the end. Fellman's got a block. And he's got about 5 yards.
Needed that block on the corner to hold a little bit longer. John Zito gets there, as well as Jerome Brokenbrow on the corner. Let's go down to Jay. Hey, Jay.
How you guys doing? I was over at the Exeter sideline. Rob Daniels at halftime had his ankle taped. He's still hobbling. He's still in a little bit of pain, but not so much as you can see that he can't play. But it is a little sore, but he should be all right so long as he doesn't get spun around or really hit hard in that area. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Jay. 2nd and 4 for the Blue Hawks. They looked very good on their second touchdown drive. Here's Belisle looking real good. First down over midfield.
A punishing runner is Josh Belisle, number 24. especially at the end of his runs. That last hit to bring down Belisle, he may go down, but the defense pays a little bit, and they know he's coming. Take a look at Belisle.
This guy's a fullback who runs almost more like a tailback. He's so quick.
And it was Mark Balfe, who, his own player, who got that last hit pretty hard.
Balfe split out wide now to the right side on 1st and 10. Colin Levesque, second man through. And Levesque bowls ahead for about 3 or 4.
We could probably take the tape of the drive in the second quarter, play it back, because we're seeing the same thing right now. Morong puts the ball in the end zone, ball spotted at the 20, off tackle we go.
And 9:36 to play in this third quarter. This half opened up. The kickoff return touchdown run for Jerome Brokenbrow. That was the hat trick for Jerome.
Winnacunnet defense now has to try and figure out how they can stop the Exeter running game as they continue to do a good job.
2nd and 6 from the 43. Belisle. And he's about a yard short.
Secondary and linebackers making most of the tackles now for the Warriors, and that means that the runners are picking up some yardage, and it's 3rd down and 3. Exeter has done a good job on 3rd down conversions here tonight.
Well, part of the reason is they've set up a lot of 3rd and short. 3rd in the yard, 3rd and 2. This one a little bit longer, 3rd and we'll call it 3. But when you got that running game going and you're picking up 3-4 yards a whack, or you set up a 3rd and 2, it's easy to convert.
8:49 to go in the third quarter. One score here in the second half, and it came on the opening play. Jerome Brokenbrow, 73 yards for a touchdown.
Third and 3, big play here for the Blue Hawks. They want to keep this drive alive. They're probably in 4-down territory nonetheless. They'd like to get it here. Winnacunnet jumped off. Daniels might have sucked him off with the cadence.
One of the very few motion penalties we've had tonight. And that was a good job by Daniels. I think you got it right there. I think he changed up a little bit. And that's going to be a freebie for a 1st down for the Blue Hawks.
Well, that's one way to keep the drive alive. And now Exeter has 1st down and 10 from the 34.
Right next to Adam Feldman, Bill Taylor there, coaching his final game. He's retiring from the coaching wars as of tonight. Longtime coach for Exeter, and also Van Buren, Maine, over 30 years coaching on the sidelines.
Levesque gets the call. And he's good for about 6.
Levesque's the type of runner. He breaks into that secondary. You have to look out. If he can get to the outside, there's a lot of speed there.
Call it a 5-yard pickup for Collins. So 2nd and 5 inside the 30.
It's the way you like to have it. 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4. Need to get that good 1st down play to keep that running game going, and it's been working tonight for the Blue Hawks. While Winnacunnet has taken the lead, the Blue Hawks have bounced back nicely as this drive has started at their own 20.
Josh Belisle, one guy to beat, and Brokenbrow saves the touchdown again. That's not the first time tonight.
Josh Belisle into the secondary, thought about cutting to the outside, but instead decided to get just as many yards as he could get. Watch the inside blocking, watch Belisle take on Brokenbrow, and Belisle picks up an extra 3 yards with his surge.
That's 2 good, strong runners. 2 raging bulls charging at each other, and Belisle, you saw, knocked Brokenbrow back, but Jerome accomplished the task, and that was take him down.
Just like that, Exeter inside the 20 once again.
1st and 10 from the 17. Right up the gut again, nothing fancy from the Blue Hawks.
Winnacunnet defense going backwards once again. The Blue Hawk offense keeping the ball on the ground and doing the job. The only time I believe Exeter threw it was been intercepted tonight.
Well, they threw once to that catch that Swain, I thought, made a very good play on, was called for the offensive pass interference.
Right, didn't work that time. They have thrown for a 2-point conversion, but boy, the running yardage is just piling up for the Blue Hawks right now.
There you see Jeff Taylor leading the Blue Hawks up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 7. Daniels to Levesque, makes a good cut. And he'll be short of the 1st down, but he gets some significant yardage.
Big 3rd down play coming up. Interior of the Warrior line making the stop as Levesque psychs himself out. Figures he should have got a few more yards on that. And a good head of steam up for the Blue Hawks. Jeff Mason will bring in the play from Coach Ball, and a big one it is at 3rd and 4.
And from just outside the 10.
The call has usually gone to Belial in this situation. Warriors keying on number 24.
And Belial is stacked up. He does not have the 1st down.
You could see Daniels try and change the call to get the Warriors to jump offside, but they would not bite. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 3 as he only got a yard at best.
Good run defense that time by Winnacunnet. We saw real good run defense from Winnacunnet back when they got stopped on 4th and goal, and they turned the ball over on 4th and goal. Exeter could not march out from deep in their own end zone. Winnacunnet played real good run defense. They got a good punt return, and that's how they got to their 2nd touchdown. Here's a big 4th and 3. And Levesque, boy, it's going to depend on the spot. Sam says no.
I don't think he got there, Scott. He only got a yard.
Needed 3. Winnacunnet football. Let's see who made the big stop defensively for the Warriors. Well, let's go to Jay first. Jay Childs.
Well, it looks as though the Warrior defense has finally been listening to Coach Gagne. He was imploring his defense all through Exeter's drive to stop trying to penetrate and just stay on the line and react to whoever's got the ball. They were overplaying it and giving Exeter too much room to get into the secondary. Now it looks like they've done it and held them on 4th down.
Well, that drive went 71 yards. Russ Morong, here he goes. Russ Morong from his 9-yard line. See you later.
Boy, playing in your final game as a senior in front of the home crowd, and you go 91 yards for a touchdown.
And you know, Jerome Brokenbrow will tell you that at least 2 of his touchdowns tonight came on direct results of Russ Morong blocks. Nice to see Morong this time go the distance.
Morong runs right over Adam Feldman and goes the final 80 for the touchdown.
And Russ lines up for the extra point. He shanks it. Probably tired.
Good point. Good point. After going 91 yards for a touchdown, he just let that one fly.
Well, nonetheless, Winnacunnet opens up a 28-15 lead. So Russ Morong, not to be outdone by Jerome Brokenbrow, who has 3 touchdowns tonight. Morong goes 91 yards. First playoff scrimmage. It was 1st down from the 9. And Russ Morong, once he got through that line, there was one Exeter player who had a shot at him, and Morong just broke the tackle. And that's one thing that Morong does better than anybody that I've seen in high school football this year. He breaks tackles. I mean, guys just fall off him.
I can remember a play last year in the 35-11 win that Russ Morong just broke tackles against a team down the sidelines. Here you see him just beat Feldman, and then has a convoy of blue shirts the rest of the way. Russ Morong.
Never looked back. Didn't dare turn around to see who was on his tail. There he is, kicking away.
And that's really a big change, because the Blue Hawks had marched 70 yards.
And Colin Levesque, again, they call the touchback. I don't know, Sam. What's the rule?
I'm not sure about that. Colin Levesque is talking with Phil Wilson.
What's the rule? It looked like Levesque wanted to run it back. Can't run it out. We're told Federation rules. Well, so much for our football knowledge. What do we know?
I say in this game, final game of the season, let them run it out.
Why not?
Come on.
That's twice now Levesque has been anxious to run it out. It's the third time now they've had to start from their 20. Well, the real, let's see what they do here on first down. Here's Fellman. The real tragedy to that sequence of plays for Exeter is that they had marched 71 yards. Yeah. Their drive stalled on fourth down, and then bam, first play from scrimmage, Winnacunnet goes 91.
Sure, your defense comes out and a little bit down. Yeah, your offense didn't get it in, and Winnacunnet responds with a 91-yard touchdown run as we have a Winnacunnet player down on the field being attended to right now. 3:54 to go in the third. Warriors scoring 2 third-quarter touchdowns here on long runs. 73-yard kickoff return by Brokenbraw. 91-yard off-tackle run by Morong. And certainly
can't catch the number of the Winnacunnet player who's down. I mean, that was really potentially a 14-point swing, as it looked like Exeter was marching down the field to tie things up, or at least get close with a touchdown. And it was the big fourth down play that Winnacunnet's run defense stepped up, stopped them, took the ball back, and left it up to Russ Morong.
Well, of the teams that we follow here on Channel 12 in Division II high school football, Exeter, Winnacunnet, Dover, Portsmouth, the Dover Green Wave, the only team having a shot at playoff action. The Green Wave will be taking on Timberlane. And if the Green Wave can knock off the Owls, they'll be playing next week in the Division II playoffs. Again, the top 4 teams will make it. We know Londonderry and Salem will be there. And 2 out of 3 between Timberlane, Keene, and Dover will make out the final 4 in Division II, as coming up the field is Sam Nicolosi for Winnacunnet.
Sam Nicolosi, the senior defensive tackle. So second down and 5, back to the action for the Blue Hawks. And Belial gets wrapped up as Winnacunnet fired up now on D.
Exeter continue to know that their offense is trying to march the ball down the field by the run, but Winnacunnet has strung quickly here for 2 touchdowns here in the third quarter. And again, early and often, that's the story of the Winnacunnet offense. And if their defense rises to the occasion, that's when the Warriors put together a full game. Again, Winnacunnet's been giving up over 30 points a game their last 5. And it's 28-15 now, Warriors.
3rd and 3 for the Blue Hawks. Here's Fellman round the end. Adam Fellman, and here he goes. Adam Fellman turning on the Jets. Can Brokenbrow get him? They got him at the 12.
What a great run by Adam Fellman. Got a great block on the corner, and the 5'11 junior goes all the way down inside the 15-yard line to the 12-yard line. And just as we thought the Blue Hawks are going to grind it out 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust, the speedster Fellman breaks to the outside. Look at him go. And a great pursuit angle there by Rusty Merrifield to get there first, helped out by Brokenbrow to get him out of bounds. But the Blue Hawks are back in business, and with 2:55 to go and down 28-15, Hawks need to cash in on this series.
First down from the 12. Belial hit hard, still churning. I think he's down to the 7.
Carbonneau in on a stop. Nicolosi bounced right back. He's in there on the hit. And the Hawks are inside the 10.
2:28 to play in this one, and Exeter right back in this ball game if they can get a touchdown here.
A must opportunity right now for Exeter.
Ball at the 8. 2nd and 6. Levesque hurdles through the line. He's inside the 5.
Exeter can get a first down at the 2-yard line. And it's a 3rd down and 3 with the ball right on the 5-yard line. As you see Colin Levesque. He and Fellman, Josh Belisle doing a great job running for Exeter tonight. They've totaled a lot of yardage this evening.
Third and 3. Daniels over center. Belisle stacked up and turned back.
Nicolosi as well as Skolarski for Winnacunnet leading the charge. And it's again 4th down, 4 yards inside the 10-yard line, ball at the 5. Exeter couldn't cash in last time, and now they need to see if they can do it.
Here it is, 4th and 3, big play. Last time Winnacunnet rose to the challenge. Fellman round the end again, he's in. Great call, Adam Fellman.
I've got a block on the corner by Dennis Sharp for Exeter, and that was a great move by Fellman to follow his blocks and go right into the end zone. And the Blue Hawks are back in the ball game, 28-21. Good ball handling. Fellman right there, 66 and 60 for the Blue Hawks. Chris Nichols and Dennis Sharp, they really just double-teamed the end.
That was the same play that set up the big gainer by Fellman around the end. Now they go for the extra point, trailing 28-21. Snap is down and good. Kick is up and through. Rob Daniels, the quarterback, with the point after. We got a ball game, 28-22.
And we've got a kickoff return coming up.
Watch this play.
Oh boy. Also looked like someone grabbed the shirt there.
Well.
What are we going to do about that?
Why don't you just reach for the flag, Sam?
Yeah, exactly. I'll throw it from up here. Maybe that evens up that the block that we saw also up here. And you know,
on Broken Brow's run back.
We've been kind to the officials all season long.
I think Dr. Phil Wilson and the crew doing a fine job out there tonight.
They have got their hands full tonight because there are a lot of bodies flying, a lot of things going off.
They're up and down the field,
too. A lot of things happening here tonight. We've got 50 points scored in this one already.
Let's see what Sam Gilbert does with this kickoff. Broken Brow in the middle, standing at his 10. Squib kick, live ball. Exeter's got it.
Exeter's got it.
Squib kick. Hit one of the up men and came right back to the Blue Hawks. Sam, I don't think it was an intentional onside kick. I think it just hit a player.
Right.
And came back.
And again, it has to go 10 yards, and that's where the initial players are, so you know it's going to be a live ball. You'll watch this coming up. Watch Sam Gilbert just drive the ball into a Winnacunnet player. And Exeter's got it. 1st and 10 in the Hawks.
Blue Hawks at the 47. 33 seconds to play in this 3rd quarter. Here's Fellman. There's that play again. Fellman around the corner. 1st down. He is dangerous.
And the Blue Hawk side of the field erupts in emotion as the Hawks are rolling now with 26 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, trailing by 6. All of a sudden, Adam Fellman is starting to take over this ball game as Broken Brow tosses him out of bounds. Here's the Winnacunnet defense scrambling a little bit right now. They thought they were going to get a breather after the last Exeter touchdown, but they're on the field again.
1st down. Josh Belisle. Almost too quick up the back of his blockers, and it closed up on him.
Important to take away that Belisle fullback dive. That's been there all evening long for the Blue Hawks. But now the call has been to Fellman as the 3rd period closes, and we're going to have a good 4th quarter. Stay with us.
Jay Child's on the field. Hey, Jay.
Boy, I tell you something, that first run that set up the touchdown for Exeter really brought the Exeter side of this field back into this ball game. You can always tell when there's a big rivalry or a big game going on from all the talk coming from around the fence that surrounds this field. And both sides are very loud, very active. Parents and students yelling to both of the sides on the sideline. So the Exeter crowd is back into this ball game after a big touchdown and that fake onside kick, I guess is the best way to explain it. Back up to you guys.
Jay, that end around play to Feldman has worked every time now. Is Winnacunnet, I mean, what, they just got to read that play better to shut it down?
On the play that I was right down on the Exeter sideline, Chris Nichols just took his man right out of the play and allowed Feldman to cut inside. It's that sweep to the outside and then a quick cut back inside of Nichols that really has them thrown. Great blocking by the guard, Chris Nichols, and also Sharp as well.
Well, it's worked every time, Sam. Even on that last play, it wasn't a big gainer, but it was enough for a first down. That end-around play to Feldman set up the touchdown, and then on fourth down, they went back to it, and Feldman punched it in.
Very, very good running by the Exeter Bluehawks, but right now, both these teams are talking defense, I think, because the club that can come up with the big defensive play is the club that's going to win this ball game tonight. While the offenses have been playing great ball tonight, it's going to be the defense in this fourth quarter that will win it.
2nd and 9 for the Bluehawks. Movement along the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Daniels did it again.
Did he fake him offsides with the count?
Exeter's moving back, walking back like they think they're the culprits.
Dr. Phil Wilson says encroachment on the Warriors, so that'll help a bit. You had 2nd and 9, and now it's down to 2nd and 4.
Both clubs having an emotional week of practice, knowing that this is their final game of the season. Spirit Week's in school, getting ready for the big game tonight, and it's turned out to be a great one.
Pitch to Levesque, following Belial, got the first down. He's close to the 20.
And the total yardage for the Bluehawks on the ground, very impressive here tonight. The return yardage and the ground yardage has been just as impressive for Winnacunnet, although they've gotten theirs in big chunks. The Bluehawk grinded out style certainly gives the Bluehawk defense a little bit more of a chance here to rest.
First down from the 22. Bluehawks trail by 6. Feldman again, and that time they snuffed it out, Sam.
How many times tonight have we seen players dropped in the backfield? It's been very, very rare, and that's right why now in the fourth quarter, the teams that come up with plays like that are going to win it, because that's a major play, because the Exeter Bluehawks have shown that they haven't been very effective in 2nd and 3rd and long here tonight.
Dan Killar, and that was Feldman again, trying to get around the end, but that time Killar shot through the line, fought off his block, and made the big tackle in the backfield. They lost, well, we'll call it 3 yards on the play, 2nd and 13. And they stack up Belial after a couple.
No surprise right there. They tried that fullback dive to Belial, and Winnacunnet would have none of it. So now it's 3rd and long. Bluehawks need 12. They need to get down to the 13-yard line for a first down. And for one of the few times here in the ball game, Rob Daniels has got to think about putting the ball up. All of a sudden, we see 6'5" Eric Littman come in the ball game.
I was going to say, that's an awfully clean jersey.
And he also stands out at 6'5".
Yeah. He's in at end on 3rd and 12, and a timeout for Bill Ball, as he didn't like what he saw in the formation.
And quickly, Coach Ball races out into the Exeter huddle, as he wants to use all his time right now in this timeout to get his situation going. Second-year head coach Bill Ball, very, very emotional here tonight as his club going up against the Warriors. Over on the Warrior side, the defense trying to sort out what the call might be here on the 3rd and long. 10:09 to go in the ball game, 28-22, as the Warriors have scored 2 touchdowns, one on a 73-yard broken brow kickoff return, and one on a 91-yard runoff tackle by Russ Moran. And the Bluehawks scored on a 5-yard run by Feldman, but that was set up by a long run by Adam Feldman. So back and forth we go. Both these clubs playing in their final game of the season tonight. They're both 3 and 4 in Division II, but the winner of this team that goes to 4 and 4 will still not make the playoffs.
3rd down and 11. Daniels to throw, looking downfield, airs it out for Swain. And incomplete.
It was a good pattern run by Swain, but Daniels was throwing to a spot, and Swain ran a pattern that he was not heading to that area. And it's going to bring out 4th and long. So we are in 4-down territory. The Hawks are going to go for it here, of course, with 10:03 to go. And let's see if Daniels puts it up again. He has shown that Swain has been his favorite receiver, but he's also got Mark Balfe, who wears number 88, split to the near side now.
Here we go, 4th down and 11. Daniels back to pass. Now in trouble, gets away, downfield, tipped, incomplete. Balfe had his hands on it, but it fell incomplete.
Daniels did a nice job of stepping up into the pocket to avoid the Winnacunnet rush. He had Balfe cutting across the middle, but the ball was thrown behind Balfe, and he couldn't come back and get it, and the Warrior defense holds. Stop number 1 for Winnacunnet. Watch Daniels. Makes a nice move here to step up and avoid the rush, but the ball is just behind Balfe. He was open.
A little bit high and a little bit behind the receiver. So the ball goes back to the Warriors on 4 downs. They've got the 28-22 lead with 9:57 to play. What a ball game. Brokenbrow. Boy, he looks like he's going to break it every time he touches the ball.
Getting into that Exeter secondary, the Blue Hawk defense has to make a stop right now. They need to be able to get something going. We also see warming up down below us on the Winnacunnet side, Brian Dumont, who was the starting quarterback for Winnacunnet this year. It may be that the junior Dumont might get the call here in the next
Fumble!
series.
Fumble on the snap on 1st down. I believe the Warriors covered up as Matt Downer just fell to the turf.
Turnovers have been even here tonight. They haven't played a big factor in this ball game, as the clock rolls with under 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. Exeter trails by 6.
Blue Hawks squandered a big opportunity, though, Sam, on that drive, coming off the weird kickoff. They got the ball in great field position. Now it's back in Winnacunnet's hands, 2nd and 11. Zito is in motion. Pitch play, we've got flags as the pitch goes to Brokenbrow. Jerome cutting back and taken down after a couple of yards. I think Zito might have jumped off side too soon.
Motion will be called against Winnacunnet on this play, and the Blue Hawks will get a break, as Exeter right now needs it, because every time Jerome Brokenbrow touches the ball, it looks like he's going to go the distance. Motion the call. And so we'll march back 5 yards. Depending upon the outcome of the rest of the games this weekend, we want you to check your message channel here on Channel 12 to see the next game. Video classified. You want to take a look, and if the Dover Green Wave will be playing, we will be there.
New quarterback in for the Warriors, Brian Dumont, on 3rd and 7. Dumont back to pass, airs it out, complete to Morong. What a hit. Boy, Colin Levesque and number 31, Jeff Mason, put the Malachi crunch on Winnacunnet's Brian Strukel. It was 25, not 35, Morong. Great catch, 1st down, but Strukel paid the price.
Winnacunnet will flood the zone with Zito and Strukel, and Dumont hits Strukel with the big 1st down throw. And stoppage of play, as we've got an equipment problem that needs to be taken care of. And what a big pass by quarterback Dumont, coming right off the bench and firing away.
Well, Dumont, as Sam mentioned, played most of the year as a starter. Replaced by Downer to start this game, and Downer did a fine job out there tonight. I think they went to Dumont. Might have the stronger arm on that 3rd down and long play. Here's Broken Brow got back to about the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the Blue Hawk defense right there to stop Broken Brow. Getting off the pile is Jeremy Winslow. Also there is Jeff Taylor. And also Swain, Chris Swain on the stop. Second down and long coming up for the Warriors. Winnacunnet leads by 6 as we're past the 8-minute mark now to go in the ball game.
2nd and 8 for the Warriors. Of course, they'd like to just keep it on the ground and grind it out. Dumont on the carry. He's got the first down and more. Brian Dumont faked to Morong in the middle and then took it around the end.
That's a great call because everybody in the place is keying on Broken Brow and Morong right now, and Dumont keeps the ball and goes around the end. And before Exeter can figure it out, he's down the sideline for a first down. Watch this.
Boy, they bought that fake.
Right
Lock, stock,
there.
and barrel.
Oh, without a doubt there, Scott. And that was a great call because both defenses are keying on the key running backs, and the quarterbacks are a real factor here down the stretch.
First down from the 33. Mix up in the backfield. Broken Brow tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. He bumped into Dumont.
Winnacunnet defense came up strong when the Exeter Blue Hawks were inside the 20. They stopped them on a 4th down pass play. And right now, 2nd down and 11 coming up for Winnacunnet to see if the Exeter defense can stand up here.
6:50 to play in this one. Winnacunnet has the ball and they've got the 6-point lead, 28-22. 2nd and 11. Broken Brow. Kind of skipping around there looking for the hole, and it never developed.
Blue Hawks did a nice job that time of everybody staying in their assigned position, waiting for the running back to come to them and then converging. Did a good job that time.
This would be a big stop here for the Blue Hawks on 3rd and 11. They'd like to get the ball back with 6 minutes to play and see what they can do. They've looked very good marching down the field several times tonight.
This will be an interesting call if they don't make it here.
3rd and 11. Dumont throw, has protection, looking downfield. Overthrows his man, nearly picked off as Colin Levesque got a glove on it.
I think Levesque was a little surprised that that ball was so overthrown and he might have a shot to intercept it. And then he went up and just wanted to tip it away. So now it's 4th and long. The ball is inside the 40-yard line. As you see Dumont throw the ball high. Last time Strackel went up and got that one, but that was way too high.
Well, they're going to go for it here, Sam. I wonder if you might want to think about punting it, trying to angle it out Coffin corner, but here they are on 4th and 11.
Screen pass.
They got him. They got Dumont at midfield. Great play by Ben Castingway.
Boy, when you pick your top players in this one for the Exeter Blue Hawks, you're going to have to put number 58 in the hat. He's had a big game tonight. And that could be the biggest play of the ball game for the Exeter Blue Hawks.
Well, you hate to second guess the coach, but you almost definitely now think the punt was the better option.
Setting up the screen, and maybe Dumont made a good decision there because the Blue Hawks had everybody around Broken Brow, and that could have been an interception, and maybe it's good that he ate the ball.
Ball back to Exeter. Pitch to Colin Levesque. Colin Levesque trying to get around the end. Levesque, first down. Colin Levesque. He's inside the 30.
We've had so many outstanding players on both sides of the ball tonight, just giving it their all. This is what high school football is all about. When you get two teams like this, they are just playing and they're not going to leave anything on the field tonight. Watch Levesque. Oh, what desire by that young man.
First down and 10 from inside the 30. Levesque again. Colin Levesque. Can he be stopped? He's down at the 2.
Oh. Unbelievable run by Levesque. And look at him. Look at him. He doesn't even know where he is right now. He just says, give me the ball again. 2 straight runs by Levesque. Look at him just churn and churn and churn. Cuts to the inside, and finally Morong swings him down at the 3. Blue Hawks down by 6.
25 yards on that one. Better than 30 yards on the previous play. First and goal. Blue Hawks, they trail by 6. Levesque, touchdown.
Huh. 4:47, don't go away. The ball game's tied.
3 plays. And Colin Levesque marched 55 yards in 3 plays in.
Oh, it's an unbelievable drive by number 22. Colin, put this on the VCR. You want to save that series.
We're tied at 28. This extra point would give the Blue Hawks the 1-point lead. Kick is up, through. Exeter up by 1.
Chris Reel with the pressure-packed kick, and it's 29-28, 4:47 to go. Well, we could score another 50 points in that 4:47 the way things are going tonight.
Well, let's see what Exeter does with the kickoff here. That's the man they want to keep the ball away from.
Colin Levesque, 54 yards on his own, capping it off with a 3-yard touchdown run. We had 4 touchdowns in the first half. We've had 4 touchdowns here in the second half. And with 4:47 to go, let's see if a defense can make a stand. It looked like the Winnacunnet Warriors had done it to the Blue Hawks, but then Exeter with that big defensive play by Castonguay stops Winnacunnet, and the offense responds for Exeter. So now it's Winnacunnet's turn to see if they can come back.
We've seen so many swings and momentum in this game.
And you can see the upmen for the Winnacunnet Warriors.
They're not going to be fooled again.
No, they're ready to cover this ball, as Gilbert's last kick was a line drive into a Warrior player.
Gilbert kicking away from his 40. And he kicks it toward the sideline.
Right out of bounds. Winnacunnet has a choice here of where they want to take the ball, have him kick again, or take it at the 35. And they may have him kick again.
I would. You got Broken Brow and Zito back there, along with Rusty Merrifield. They're all speed burners.
Right.
I'd make them kick it again.
And that's what they are going to do. And the special teams coaches over on Exeter right now shouting instructions to Sam Gilbert. So the kick now will be from the 35-yard line. Gilbert, we'll see what he can come up with. And Broken Brow has moved all the way up to the 20-yard line.
Jerome's in the middle. Merrifield is to his left. This one fielded by one of the up men, and Winnacunnet's going to have good field position up near midfield.
Refusing to go down for the Warriors was Matt Ajemian, who picked up that ball on the kickoff team. Check that. I'm going to say Hans Carbonell about that one. And well, either way, I mean, Winnacunnet comes out with great field position here.
And with 4:39 to play, the Warriors have less than 50 yards to go. They want a new football out there. Warriors are right at midfield.
So the Blue Hawks traded a situation whereby they would rather give Winnacunnet the ball around here than have Broken Brow run it back.
Straight up the gut, Russ Morong. And these players are, shall we say, getting on each other's nerves a bit.
I think right now, with 4:20 left to go in the ball game and Exeter leading by a point, right now the Blue Hawks have to key their defense on Morong and Broken Brow, but now Dumont is in the ball game. Matt Downer had gone most of the way, and now the starter Dumont, who has shown he can run the ball, is in the ball game.
Pitch play to Broken Brow, good block. And we got a flag. It was not a good block. It was an illegal block.
Boy, you watch this Winnacunnet crowd. Every time Broken Brow gets the ball, they stand up because they anticipate a big play, but this one's going to come back.
Well, they call holding on this play, but let's see if we get another look at it.
Here's the pitch. It's a nice pitch to the outside. And a flag on the play, and Exeter talking it over.
I didn't see much holding. I go back to my original call. I thought it was a good block on the end.
So the ball will go into Warrior territory all the way down to the 40-yard line. Let's take one more look here.
This is the field angle.
It may have been on the backside of that play after Brokenball was by them.
Perhaps. Nonetheless, it's 2nd and 20. And Winnacunnet all the way back to their 40 now. Fake pitch, Dumont looking downfield. Complete. Zito near the first down marker. He had to get up to the 40. He got bumped out about the 41.
An excellent pattern by Winnacunnet as two players went deep, Brian Strackel and Matt Ajemian. Zito curled underneath and he was wide open.
Watch Dumont. The pressure started to mount on him and he got rid of the ball right in time. Nice tight spiral to Zito, and it's 3rd and 1. He got 19 yards back in a hurry. Flags on the play, and Zito moved early, and that's too bad because Morong busted ahead for the first down. Zito came up out of the set and tried to skip out to the slot.
Turnovers and mistakes, they've plagued Winnacunnet during their 5-game losing streak, and this is not the time to get into that situation right now with 3:30 to go and trailing by a point. Now, you have got a situation here where you've got a kicker named Russ Morong, and when you're down by 1, they're getting closer and closer. If you get inside the 30-yard line, you've got a shot. Let's go down to the field. Hey, Jay.
Well, guys, Coach Gagnon just threw his headset, so you can tell he's upset with how these penalties are killing him. On the other side of the ball, Ben Castonguay just has that look at him, and he did on the sidelines as well, that he's in the zone. He's a very tired individual. They're helping him up, but he is playing out of his mind on the line for Exeter.
3rd and 6 here, big play. Brokenbrow. Jerome, round the end. Here he goes. Jerome Brokenbrow.
Boy, my goodness.
That's his 4th touchdown tonight.
Is he putting on a show in all electrifying runs? He got a good block on the corner, but then once he got around the corner, he did it all himself. And with 3:06 to go in the ball game, the Warriors lead by 5, and they'll go for 2.
Dumont knocked away. Looking across the middle. Carbonneau, and Dumont couldn't lay it in there. Watch this touchdown run.
Brokenbrow will take the quick pitch. They needed 5. Block on the corner by Zito, and that's all he needed.
You know, I sound like a broken record, Sam, but you cannot let this man turn the corner. He gets outside and he's gone.
Brokenbrow tonight scoring from 12 yards out, scoring from 73 yards on a kickoff, scoring from 45 yards out, which he just did, and 32 yards tonight. 4 touchdowns, and it's 34-29, and now the Blue Hawk offense needs to respond with a touchdown.
Five-point lead for the Winnacunnet Warriors. Back to return, Colin Levesque and Adam Fellman, along with Steve Bolduc. Morong, his last 3 have been deep into the end zone.
And with the adrenaline flow now, it may be in the Atlantic, but look at this.
Squib kick.
Surprising.
And Josh Belisle was the up man. Why did Russ Morang not boom that into the end zone?
The way he's been kicking tonight, that really surprises me.
Well,
if Winnacunnet wins tonight and Jay Childs has Dick Gagne on, I'm going to ask that question.
Jay? Tell you guys, this game down here has all the feeling of like a prize-winning fight, of a heavyweight fight, just back and forth, back and forth. It's amazing, the playoff atmosphere down on the field.
We're in the 11th round as Colin Levesque, who was the man solely responsible. Of course, he got some help from his line, but Levesque went 55 yards in 3 plays on the last touchdown drive for Exeter. He took that first down play for about 7.
Blue Hawks will stick with that play until it's stopped by Winnacunnet.
Why not?
And now we're under the 3-minute mark. Clock stopped as Levesque went out of bounds at 2:46.
Exeter has shown real good field management skills tonight. They know there's 2:46 left in this one, and they've got to go 55 yards. Josh Belisle is turned back. Forward progress, though. I think he's got it, Sam.
Nicolosi was there on the stop. Also helping out was Hans Carbonneau. And let's see where they spot it. First down, Blue Hawks.
Yeah, Belisle with the forward motion. Past the first down marker, and then they pushed him back.
Winnacunnet now putting a lot of players up near the ball. Exeter may try to spring one right here through the air.
Pitch to Levesque, Colin Levesque. And in this quarter, it's like Colin Levesque going toe-to-toe with Brokenbrow.
Well, you have to be a little bit careful right now, Scott. You've only got 2:26 left to go. You need a touchdown if you're the Exeter Blue Hawks.
And they've already called 1 timeout. My math is correct. They've got 2 left in this half.
34-29. We need the calculators to keep the score tonight, as both these clubs have been running up and down the field. And we said that the team that has the ball last might win it, so see what the Blue Hawks can do here.
2nd and 3. Levesque, he's got another first down. Exeter, as they've done all night, marching up and down the field.
Stops the clock, and once they set the change, they'll roll it again. So the Blue Hawks now will go into their 2-minute and 21-second offense. See what they can come up with.
Levesque, great defensive play. Who was that shot through, Sam, for Hampton?
Jim Russell. Jim Russell, a junior, 5'9", 195. That short pitch to Levesque's been effective. Watch Russell.
61.
Right.
Somebody missed an assignment because he got through unscathed. 2nd and 11. 1:44 to play. Winnacunnet up by 5, Exeter marching. Here's that play again. Adam Fellman round the end. Fellman out of bounds. And he might have the first down.
John Zito strung it out nicely and kept Feldman from turning the corner. And the spot of the ball will be good enough for a first down.
That play has worked all night. Feldman around the end.
Right, following his blockers nicely.
And it is a first down. 1:34 to play.
Ball at the 26-yard line. Exeter needs a touchdown to take the lead.
Pitch to Levesque, looking inside, lunging. Lost the ball, but he was down.
Tried to get as much yardage as he could as he was corralled. And right now, shuttling in plays will be very, very important, as the Blue Hawks now watch the clock run with 1:15 to go. They have 2 timeouts left.
2nd and 6. They're at the 22. Daniels to pass. Daniels in trouble. They got him. They sacked Daniels.
Daniels was looking for Swain long. Swain was bumped by Brokenbrough. That stopped the pass route and allowed Winnacunnet to get in on Daniels. The first hit there, and it was good enough by Brian Fox to bring him down, and a timeout by the Blue Hawks.
I don't know, Sam. It's always easier from up here, but 2nd and 6, you've got Belisle and Levesque out there churning away 4 or 5 yards a carry, and you go to the air.
They were going for it all. Swain was running that route to the corner. It's been effective tonight, but that bump by Brokenbrough when he was going for the pattern slowed him down just enough, and Daniels had to pull the ball back. Let's go down to Jay.
How you doing, guys? Well, on the other side of the sidelines, there's a 6'2" Blue Hawk walking around the stands. This is another senior for the Winnacunnet Warriors, a 4-year mascot for their team. I don't know, what do you think, guys? We're going to production. We could make a mint selling a bunch of these. Back up to you guys.
I think maybe that's a Cabbage
That
Patch,
looks like
right?
a Cabbage Patch Warrior.
I think it is. I think it has a name. Is it Alex Eric?
Big play here, 3rd and 11. Winnacunnet, I think, coming after Daniels. He's got time. Daniels rolling, throwing, intercepted. Ball is intercepted.
Russ Moran.
Big play man, Russ Moran, intercepting inside the 10.
Daniels rolled to the outside to give him more time. He had the option of run or pass and decided to pass, and it goes right into the hands of Russ Moran, and that could do it. The intended receiver, it looked like, was Belial, and the ball was overthrown, and right now the Warriors will go to one knee as they lead by 5 with 33 seconds left to go.
Exeter's got 1 timeout.
They use it right there. Boy, what a game this has been tonight, Scott. 34-29 with Winnacunnet scoring the go-ahead touchdown with 3:06 left to go on a 45-yard run by Jerome Brokenbrow, his 4th touchdown of the night. Russ Moran with a big 91-yard run for the Warriors. And then that big interception right there to seal it.
This has been the best high school football game I've seen, not only this year, but in a long, long time.
Back and forth, big plays, good drives, emotional defense, good coaching on both sides, plenty of emotion. It's the kind of game you need to wrap up a regular season.
.24 seconds to play. Winnacunnet simply needs to kneel down. Dumont takes the snap, hits the turf, and they don't have to run another play, Sam.
That's going to do it. The Winnacunnet Warriors are going to win tonight.
Watch the Gatorade, Coach Gagne. They're coming after you.
Clock's going to roll out. And watch this. Coach gets splattered and Winnacunnet wins it.
Ball game is over. And what a game it was. Final score here from Hampton. Winnacunnet Warriors 34. Blue Hawks from Exeter 29. This was a